So let's talk about the Microsoft disaster today. So Microsoft stock reported earnings today after the market closed. This is something that we've been talking about literally the entire week, even since Sunday in our Sunday stock talk. We talked about three main focuses. The first thing is its reporting of its earnings and overall EPS and revenue, right? There's an expectation for that. If they come in lower or higher, the market reacts. Initially, I want to actually show you. Initially, Microsoft gapped up 6% in the green. That's very significant. I mean, Microsoft has a market cap of 1.8 trillion. That's with a T, not an M, not a B, a T. It's one of the larger companies that's publicly traded. This is why it was so significant. It's pretty much setting the tone most likely for the rest of big tech. I'm not talking about small tech companies. I'm talking about big tech, the ones in the hundreds of billions and or trillions of dollars. But what happened? Why did it sell off? Well, if you remember the video that I literally uploaded yesterday, I talked about what to look out for. Part of it, it's the reporting of the earnings, revenue and earnings per share. The sometimes more important part, as we can tell today, and this is exactly what I said in yesterday's video, it's the guidance. It's the earnings call. And this happens normally anywhere from 1.5 hours to sometimes 2.5 hours after the actual reporting. And that's exactly what we saw today. Microsoft went from gapping up 6%, not just down 1%, but it gave back everything that it made. I mean, this move alone should be roughly around 7%. It looks like it overall right around 6%. Again, that's huge downside from gapping up 6% to dropping down all the way down to negative 1% on the day. That's very, very significant. And you might be asking, well, what is it that Microsoft said that was so significant? Let me keep it short and sweet for you guys. They set expectations for overall revenue for Q3 of 2023. And the overall market had an expectation of a little bit over $52 billion for Q3 of 2023. And Microsoft came in with a forecast of around $50.5 to $51.5 billion. So all that means is that their forecast was lower than what was already factored in. And that's why the market reacted the way that it did. Because initially, because of what they reported with revenue and earnings per share, again, it reacted in a positive way, as we can see why this was justified. But this is a perfect example of how markets can quickly shift on a dime, not just by what they report for earnings, but also with its guidance and its earnings call, which is often given, right? Its guidance is often given during its earnings call. So this is a reminder for all of you investors or traders, especially for those that are heavily invested. If you're lightly invested, again, the whole point of you being lightly invested is for you to be able to tolerate worst case scenario. This is a great reminder that, especially as Tesla stock reports earnings tomorrow, right? We talked about this. Tesla tomorrow, 1/25/2023, after the market closes. I'm going to be live streaming that. At least I intend to. Today I got a little bit busy and I do apologize. Tesla reporting earnings tomorrow. The only focus is not going to be, its overall revenue and its earnings per share. Tesla's down a significant amount. It's probably not going to take much for it to gap up, but it's its guidance, right? I mean, it was shut down for the early part or the late part of 2022 or the early part of 2023 with its China plant. Now that things are getting back to normal, remember, this is why we don't try to predict the future. This is why we try to prepare for it. And this is a perfect example of any time that you see that it could possibly be an overreaction. The idea of locking in profits should never be questioned. This is not the year of being perfect, especially if you're just getting started. I cannot stress this enough, especially if you're just getting started. If you are in the green and you know that the stock is overbought, it's never a bad time to lock in profits. The making money part comes later when you're trading with a significant dollar amount. If you're just getting started, then focus on what you know you should be doing, and that's learning how to trade. Not trading to make money, learning how to trade. Even if your first entire full trading year, you break even and or minimize the loss that you took, just think about all the lessons learned, the experience, and the confidence that you're going to have at the end of the year if all you focused on was just getting a little bit better, learning from your mistakes, What could you have done better today? Remember? And again, I'm just really, really excited to follow up with the handful of you that actually take this seriously. Now, of course, this is just earnings season, so it's not the end of the world. Microsoft dropped 1% on the day. Yeah, I gave back about 6% from overall highs to current lows, but it doesn't matter, right? Microsoft is Microsoft. It's eventually going to recover. So if you're a swing trader and or a long-term investor, it's probably only a matter of time for it to recover. And this is why we always talk about do not put yourself in a position in which you cannot tolerate worst case scenario. Make sure that you can tolerate the time that it will take for the markets to recover. This doesn't psych me out. And yeah, the markets might sell off a little bit more before they get better, but that shouldn't discourage you, right? It just means that, again, position size, position size, position size. This is not a make it or break it year. This is a year of progress. And hopefully you can take that or take today as an example. So 13K on the day on SQQQ when we saw that thing taking off. You don't know how big my smile was and when I began to step on the gas. But again, overall beautiful day, 13,000, and excited to see what we make of tomorrow. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that we earned your thumbs up in this video. If you guys have any questions, friendly reminder, I do respond to all of my direct messages. One of the main reasons that we have such a large following is not necessarily because we have the craziest videos, but I tried to make myself the most accessible as possible. So I don't care if you're an absolute beginner and or if you have some experience. If you have any questions and you think that I can be of value for you, send me a direct message right now. There's 2 ways to message me and only 2 ways. You can send me a direct message via Discord, and that's the first link in the description down below, or send me a direct message via Instagram where I'm verified, and that's that third link in the description. There are so many fake accounts out there through email, through WhatsApp, through Telegram. My team will never reach out to you. We don't do any Bitcoin or crypto management. I offer one thing. And if you want to work with me on a closer basis, this one thing is called Learn, Plan, Profit. They get to actually watch me trade live every day. Imagine that. Imagine waking up every morning and being able to watch me enter and exit and hear my thought process, both on my green days or my red days. Ask my Learn, Plan, Profit team today. We had one of our best live streams, an amazing day shorting the NASDAQ market very early on. And again, this is something that you would be able to experience every single day. If you want to learn more about it, we're running one of our biggest sales, and that's the second link in the description if you want to take 2 minutes to click the second link down below. And again, if you have any questions, you know where to reach out to me. I appreciate your time. Hope that we're in a thumbs up. Make sure that you stay subscribed, especially if you want me to host that Tesla earning report live stream tomorrow. Let's get this video to over 1,500 likes. Appreciate your time. Don't forget to enter our Apple Watch Ultra giveaway. That's the 4th link down below. And also, I'm using the Webull trading application, which is the 5th link in the description if you want to earn up to 12 free shares by using my link when you deposit $100. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.